Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's recipe, I wanted to share with you a super simple chicken curry recipe. So let's get started. So for this, you're gonna need one chicken chopped up. So I've washed my chicken with some turmeric and water, and I find this is the best way to take any impurities from the meat. And then for my spices, I have some salt, pepper, chili powder, turmeric, paprika, cumin, and coriander, and then I have some curry powder. I'll put all the the measurements down in the description box below. And then you're also gonna need some curry leaves, which you can find at any Indian grocery store. I have 2 medium sliced onions, 2 green chilies, some coriander, and some tomatoes. And then I have some ginger garlic paste and some oil to tie it all together. So first I'm gonna add all of my spices into my meat. This is not very common. Most people tend to add the spices into their onions and tomatoes, but I find that the meat is so much more flavorful when I do it this way. So I'm gonna add 2 of these teaspoons of curry powder. You can use whatever curry powder you like. And then we're just gonna give this a really good mix. Just make sure all the meat is coated really nicely in those spices. And then to start, we're just going to be adding 3 tablespoons of oil into a large pot. And all my meat has now been sitting for about 10 minutes just to soak up all of those spices. And then to my pan, I'm going to be adding one of these rampe leaves. And then I have about 5 leaves of curry leaves, and I'm just going to rip them up in my hand, and then I'm just going to toss that into the hot oil just to really get a really nice base. And to this, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of ginger garlic paste. You can use fresh ginger and fresh garlic, but I just prefer the paste for a quick curry. So I'm just going to give this a good mix. So after about less than a minute, I would say, I'm going to add in my chopped onions and green chilies. Once you've added those in, just give it a good mix, just so you can break up any like big pieces of onion and all of that good stuff. So I'm gonna add in my tomatoes now, and as you add in the tomato, just crush it in your hands a little bit just to get those juices flowing. And then we're just going to give this tomato a good mix, and then just leave it to cook for a few minutes, just until the onions kind of change into that beautiful reddish color because of the tomatoes. As you can see, the onions are a little bit redder now, and to this I'm just going to drop in all of that gorgeous chicken. It smells so good. We're just going to mix this up. This is such a quick curry, like it is so effortless, and you have an amazing dish at the end of it. So into this, I'm gonna be adding about 2 tablespoons of water. The water is completely optional because chicken, when it cooks, does release a lot of water. So if you want more of a gravy, you can add more water. If you want less of a gravy, you don't have to add as much water, or just don't add any water at all. So it's been another 5 minutes, and as you can see, the chicken is starting to release more water. So we're just gonna close this and let it cook for about 20 minutes. So it's been 20 minutes now, and our chicken has released a lot of the juices, and it tastes amazing. So I'm just gonna squeeze just a little bit of fresh lime on top, and then I'm just gonna be garnishing it with some cilantro or fresh coriander, and then that's it. Like, it is so simple, and this dish is amazing. You can eat it with the rice, you can eat it with rotis or bread, or honestly you can even eat it by itself. And it took about 30 minutes, I would say, give or take, depending on your stove.